Hello, everybody. My name is Christian Frazier with Keller Buckhead, and I'm here with Rhonda Poitevent with American Home Shield. And we want to talk a little bit about home warranties today because a lot of people either don't know about home warranties, especially since the largest segment of home buyers today are first-time home buyers.
Right.
So a lot of people are not familiar with home warranties, or they have confused home warranties with insurance.
Exactly.
So I want to kind of like break it down and talk a little bit more about it.
Okay.
And I actually, you didn't know, but I actually recently had somebody who or purchased a home warranty and needed to use it this month.
Perfect.
So
Good.
it saved them some money.
I hope so. That's the idea.
They basically they purchased the house. It was a resale.
Mm-hmm.
It was a fixer upper. Somebody went in, rehabbed the house, and fixed it up and everything.
Okay.
So the house is a little older, and as you know, you really just don't know when a mechanical
You don't.
when it's going to break down. You just don't know
You
when it's
don't
going to
know.
break down. You don't know when it's going to be degraded. You can actually have just had a home inspection and it could be working perfectly fine, and then the next moment
It's amazing.
it's gone.
Yes. I a lot of times I say homes have a personality. I think they know when they change owners. Something happens and it comes out of the wall and gets into the furnace or the
As long as it's
plumbing.
not a ghost.
As long as it's not a ghost. But that's what warranties are for. Yes,
Mm-hmm.
for those unexpected after sale problems that happen.
Yeah.
And it seems like most of our calls start within the first 45 days of the
Really?
buyer moves in. Mm-hmm.
So the majority of the calls happen within the first
Right
45
after
days.
they move in.
So it's almost like really, it really kind of supports the case that you actually need a home warranty because it happens 45 days after you move in. And I normally, like, if anybody's working with me, I normally, like, it's just like so highly suggested. Like, you have to have it. Like, you have to have a home warranty.
Yep.
I feel like it's that necessary thing. You just can't go without it. I'm almost to the point in my career, like, if you don't, like, choose to get a home warranty, like, I'll make you sign like a waiver.
Yeah.
Like, you chose not to get a home warranty because if something happens, I don't want you to come back to me and say,
Yes.
Christian never told me about it. I'm
yeah.
like, no, I told you about it like 20 times, and now.
Yes.
And really, the cost is so small when you think about the
What's
repair.
covered.
Like my home buyer, she had to use it because her AC started to go.
Yes.
Like in Georgia, we cannot live without
No,
air
we
conditioning.
cannot.
We cannot live without air conditioning. So not even a degraded air conditioning.
Yeah, not even a day.
It's like it's gotta work.
Yes.
Like if my air conditioning doesn't work, like I'm getting a hotel that night. Like,
yes, I know it. Yes, and it can bring out the worst in us when we're hot.
I'm very evil when it's hot like that.
Yeah, I've dealt with a couple of people like you.
You should see some of my clips online. I play the evil bad guy really well. But no, she needed it for her AC, and she had to pay the deductible. And then come to find out, there were a couple of different things going on with the AC unit.
Yeah.
And she actually had 2 different AC units. So she actually ended up having to call them out a couple of times. But she said, well, I spent this money on the deductible. And I said, well, it's actually a lot less money than you would have had to spend if you would have purchased or had to pay for that repair yourself, especially an AC unit.
Yeah, I mean, a trip charge a lot of times with a HVAC company could be $89 or $100.
Mm-hmm.
Our service fee is $75. You pay that up front, and then we send out a technician to. If we can repair it, we're going to repair it. But if it cannot be repaired, then we do replace it.
Mm-hmm.
We do replace. So, and I get questions a lot about, my AC, it leaked upstairs and it's ruined the floor below it. And that's where we go hand in hand with insurance. So we take care of what caused the damage, which is the evaporator coil that maybe has a hole in it, and your homeowner's insurance covers the damage. So we cover what caused it, and they cover the damage that it caused.
So that's how homeowners, a home warranty and homeowners insurance work hand in hand.
Yes, we're different.
Together. And actually, that the other question is that, like how many times is a company going to try to make a repair? Well, I mean, you think about it from a business sense, from a business point of view, that if the AC is broken and they come out and fix it, they may have to try to fix it more than once. Nobody wants to spend money. I mean, you don't want to do it,
Right.
and I don't want to do it. I mean, I'm not gonna go out and buy a new car just because it has a problem with it. I'm gonna try to fix it as many times as I can before I actually purchase a new unit.
A new one. Like, for example, air conditioners, there's a lot of different components. There's the evaporator coil on the inside. There's the condenser on the outside. Inside the condenser is a fan motor, is a compressor. There's capacitors. I mean, there's a lot of things you can repair. But if it cannot be repaired, though, we do have to replace it with a new R410A 14 SEER unit.
Wow.
So we're doing that a lot this summer. Yeah, I looked a lot younger in May than I do now.
But it's nice to have that peace of mind.
It's the peace of mind.
Especially if you're purchasing. I feel especially because there's a lot of rehabbers out there. So there's a lot of stuff going on, and there were some stories on the news last year where some rehabbers were really taking shortcuts in the repairs and things that they were doing. So this is the other reason why you really want to make sure that you have something in place, because you don't know if they took shortcuts in the repairs or anything. They may have gotten that house together just good enough to pass the inspection. I mean barely. And even though, and you can have a home inspection and a good home inspector, but again, a piece of equipment could degrade a week later. And it was nothing, and it's not that the home inspector missed anything, it's just that it happens, especially on an older home. Well,
like this time of year, Christian, you can't check a furnace because it's too hot. And so one thing that I'm real proud of what American Home Shield does is we have undetectable pre-existing in our coverage. And so what that means is, as long as the furnace, if you look at it visually and it looks like it should work, and they turn it on in October and it doesn't work, we can't deny that because that's undetectable pre-existing.
That's awesome.
It is a good thing.
And that really kind of separates you.
It does.
As a matter of fact, I saw that this morning on an ad for another home warranty company where they said, we do not offer that specifically. Yes. They said, we do not offer that specifically. So that's actually amazing.
Well, we used to not have it, but here's bottom line. American Home Shield wants people to renew. We want people to find value in it, and then they will renew. And if there are things, we also cover lack of maintenance. And a lot of people don't know to change the filters in their air conditioner. So a lot of warranty companies don't cover that. For example, if the new buyer moves in and the air is not cool, and the reason it's not cool is because it's dirty, that is something that could be denied. Well, we used to have that in our coverage, but people would get upset. The buyer was upset with the seller hadn't cleaned it. They might get upset with you because, you should have known, and it's not anybody's fault. Oh, yeah, it's Christian's fault.
It's always
So we decided we're covering that now. So we don't, if you don't have it serviced, that's part of the coverage now, which is a big deal. Another thing that we do that a lot of other companies, they expect you to keep the maintenance up, and we don't. So that's another good thing. And, I think about when I bought my first townhome, I had no money afterwards, and I wanted to decorate. I wanted window treatments, and I wanted a sofa that I didn't have, and the last thing I wanted to spend my money on was a broken dishwasher or AC or water heater. And so that's where the warranty kind of comes into play for first-time buyers for sure, or third, buyers.
Yeah, and I mean the $75 deductible is amazing. There's one thing that you offer that I love.
What's that?
The rekey.
Rekey,
oh,
yes.
That is so awesome.
Because you have no idea who has the keys to the house when you buy a place. You got a dog walker, your neighbor. So, we will send out, you call us, and for $75, a rekey company will come out and rekey 6 locks and leave 4 identical keys for $75.
That's amazing because I had a closing 2 weeks ago.
Yes.
And the real estate agent said, I don't know where all the keys are at. I don't know who's got it and everything like that. I'm like, what? I'm like, we're going to change the locks immediately.